Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out, get in the
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Giants' versatile running back. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're situated about... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The way in, touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And out of bounds right around the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. 39 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now it's Richardson.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Tuipulotu got in and dropped it. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. To midfield across the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and run for it. There's Bolzer, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taylor now will return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Downs going in motion left. On second down, it's Taylor.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long for Richardson.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Chavez. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left left side. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 2nd down now, it's Chavez down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not. Get across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short. Down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
No, nifty. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chavez. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 44 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Chavez. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants just continue to roll. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taylor now will return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second down 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Richardson to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
Richardson to throw off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Richardson. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Colts. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, it's Chavez. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Chavez. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll find Pittman. Down the left sideline.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance that